for the Bulls. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ball comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. Pass to Buzelis. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And that's 10 points for Porzingis. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Celtic fans, please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment. Attention fans now on the court is your first squad. Get loud and with no fury. The craziest band will get a t-shirt. Come on everybody, make some noise. That was Celtics Entertainment. Make some noise.
And Chicago has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Buzelis. Ball sets a screen for Buzelis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, I think if you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in. The Bulls leading by 5. Outside, Jones. Pass to White. Back to Jones. Three-pointer. And it's White missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Well, it took a little while, but White has established himself as a big-time scorer, and he does it from all 3 levels.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And it's White missing. Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by White. Here's Pritchard. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. No coverage that time. And now just a 1-point Bulls lead. White finds Smith. And that one, good.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Tatum passes to Porzingis. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Next game for him, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Into the lane. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Tatum slipped by the contact inside.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Jones with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Jones. Buzelis has got 21 in the game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Horford in for Tatum. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Buzelis, and it's Williams in for Dosunmu. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Celtics trail by 5. Brown outside. Frames it from beyond the arc. He's got 27.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Offensive rebound. Smith off target at the rim.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set. He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Boston.
And with that three, his second of the half equaled his total from before the break.
Well, at first, White shows the burst, then the control off the track.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Pass to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Williams. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Bulls lead by 1. And right after this, now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Oh.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jones is out there with Dosunmu. Then there's Patrick Williams. And it's Smith, and it's Collins in at the power forward.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Screen by Smith. Jones kicks to Smith. Jones looking for an opening. Outside Collins. Pass to Smith. Chicago needs to get his shot off. Shot by Collins, no good. Boston trail. Here's Hauser, and the rejection by Collins. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Ball's checked in before Chicago.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Outside Tatum. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Dosunmu. Terry's checked in for Smith. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle steps for Boston?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum looking around. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Here's Ball. Good, nice job down low. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Tatum passes to Keita, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
Williams dishes the ball. No good that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics leading by 5. A 15-footer. It's all in by the Bulls. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Collins. A second chance effort. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. No good from outside. Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th.
The flush by Tatum. Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He knows every possession is critical now. Celtics making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dosunmu. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Ball. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldrich. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Celtics leading by 7. Horford, no luck.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Giddey gets to Terry. Williams, a screen on Howard.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Tatum on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pritchard. Inside, Tatum.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
They get the rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Terry the pass to Vucevic. It's good.
2 physical points from Vucevic. He enjoys bumping down low.
Celtics leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Keita. Oh, and then one. No question. Powered it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach. Saw in that first half.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And it's good from Holiday on the assist by Brown. Holiday's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And White gets to Vucevic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's a veteran move right there. Vucevic so good with that shot.
The line for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Team foul.
Holiday against Giddey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, this is the thing about Holiday. He keeps coming at you.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
You're not being fair to yourself.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college. And then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. Pass to Buzelis. It's White on the wing. Buzelis sets a screen for White. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. White's got 42 in the game. Brown feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Huerter. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Celtics lead by 10. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Jacks up a 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Unloads from 9. The shot by Holiday, no good. Bulls trail by 7. In the corner, Huerter with it, and taken away by Brown. Horford, good. Horford's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
In the corner, Huerter with it. Off target from outside. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Boston has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
Free throw good from Brown. Bulls making the switch here. Jones is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Bulls trail by 11. Here's White. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. White's got 44.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The Celtics shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Brown. From 13 feet, it goes down. Brown Jones got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
On the basket by Jones.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Brown outside. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Yeah, he's a great passing center. You can run offense through Vucevic. Use him as a passing hub.
White against White. Outside, Horford. Good on the shot. And the Celtics lead by 9. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. There's the drive. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Here's Holiday. To Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Celtics.
Note their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jaylen Brown.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And Holiday kicks to White. Porzingis with a screen on White. Pocket 6. White the pass to Porzingis. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Horford, second personal.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
Shooting.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Springer, the pass to Pritchard. And he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And he makes both free throws.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They didn't make it all right, David. Thank you. And that'll do it, folks.